Divine-GPMS.world is a worldwide cumulative gathering of consents for every child, woman and man to ratify and enact into law worldwide the all-inclusive replacement system of money and law worldwide, as outlined on the consenting website of divine-gpms.world. It is imperative that all worldwide take a couple of minutes and consent to add your accord, children included.
So greetings to everyone. We are on divine-gpms.org monthly meeting, Philippines, with our sister Lodi, and also we have Aziz from India. This is very important, and also Ted with us and Eva from Philippines. So they are high Ted, so they are representative guardians from this area, corners of the world, how we are saying. We know that today they are recognized as country, but in reality, it is only about a sort of artificial land division and nothing else. So, hi sisters. So, it's, I would say, from the beginning, because I know that there is a lot of confusion in this world that GPMS, because it is about the global people monetary system, it is about the money, but GPMS, it is in reality global people monetary system and divine law. So the divine law, it is the most important. GPMS in reality, it is about the implementation of universal laws, do no harm. And this is happening worldwide with every consent that is given to GPMS. It is given to the new world. And it is basically to protect the population from the humanity, from the artificial system, that it is the beast system that produces so many problems, and it is not able to fix one, it is broken, and it is extremely hard even that some people from around of the world, because we see that Philippines has a lot of good results, has gathered a lot of consent. So what happened in the world? Because I'm speaking also in the East Europe and also in other countries, the problem there, I would say, there are two things. First, it is unity, and the second one, it is the direction. So the unity, many protesters, they try to gather people, to unite them, but the direction, it's all the time to solve an issue, like, for example, a mask or whatever they are asking for more money or something like, then they beg the government to give them permission or to change a little bit the law for a better life. So the direction is not good. I am speaking with freedom leaders for so many years, not only in Canada, not only in the United States, the high top level. And the only problem, I would say, it is also the ascension and the perception about the direction of universal laws. So they are not able to get into the universal laws to see this big step. And sometimes it's also about the ego, because the ego inside of some, they want to be seen as leader and everything, but in reality, so basically to create back the pyramid system. Everything that is happening at this time in the United States, for example, this is the reason that we do not have so many consents coming from the United States and also from Canada, because influence a lot. It is our sister United States near the border, the first border. So what is happening there, it is about white hats, Trump, that they created another system on the pyramid system. But before developing this subject, I would let Lodi to translate for all the Philippines, because as I understand, even that GPMS has a weekly meeting, there are two things, two barriers there. One, it is the hour, the time that in Philippines is coming like in the middle of the night, even that in Toronto it is 11 a.m. So we cannot have only one meeting that it is made for everyone during the daytime. So for some of us, it's coming during the night, unfortunately. And the second one, it is the language barrier. So this is one of the video that it is the most viewed in Philippines. Thank you so much for that. And we need to send to our brother and sister like a summary what is happening with GPMS and why they are so special, important for GPMS in this time, and they should continue because I will let them know what is happening worldwide too. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Sister Beatrice. And magandang gabi po sa ating lahat dito sa Pilipinas. Um, ang GPMS po, Global People's Monetary System, ito ay isang replacement system. So, kapalit ng existing na sistema na umiiral sa buong mundo. So, hindi po lamang ito tungkol sa pera or financial assistance na maghahango, babago ng buhay ng bawat isa sa buong mundo. So, bukod po kasi sa pera, marami pang aspeto ng ating pamumuhay dito sa mundo ay nakapailalim sa kontrol ng iilan. So, kaya po pyramid. Ang namumuno ay kakaunti at ang pinamumunuan ay yung nandito sa ibaba, ang grassroots. So tayo po dito sa Pilipinas ay nabibilang sa grassroots. So kung nakikita natin o napapansin natin na parang hindi lahat ng bansa sa buong mundo ay nagpa-participate. Hindi po. Meron lamang tayong kanya-kanyang gampanin, kanya-kanyang perspective or nakikita or kaalaman sa at nararanasan sa mga pangyayari sa buong mundo. So, doon po sa mga nararanasan natin na yon, doon po tayo umaakto. So, dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, ang nararanasan natin ay ang matinding kahirapan. Kaya nga po, ang marami ay tutulak na mga ibang bansa iwanan ng mga pamilya para hanapin ang greener pasture na tinatawag kung saan sila maaaring makasumpong ng pangangailangan nila para makasurvive sa buhay dito sa mundo. So, yun pong GPMS ay hindi doon lamang nakatuon. Hindi po yun lamang pananalapi ang magbabago. At hindi po yun lamang ang nilalaman ng divine plan. Marami pa pong aspeto na nasa loob ng sistemang umiiral sa ngayon na kontrolado nga po ng iilan ang babaguhin na sang-ayon sa divine plan na nakapaloob sa GPMS. Yun po yung gustong ngayon na i-discuss at ipaliwanag sa atin ni Sister Beatrice kung ano ang mga kaganapan sa ibang panig ng mundo na hindi natin nawi-witness dito sa atin sa Pilipinas. So sana po mayroon tayong mapulot or maunawaan natin ng husto kung ano ang nilalaman ng divine plan ng GPMS. Salamat po. Yes, Sister Beatrice.
Yeah, so what is happening in the United States, this influences also all the world. It is about the White Hats and Q movement. They are part basically of the good military that they try also to make good in the world. But at the same time, even that I spoke with them for years to come with GPMS, they found on their opinion, they said that the people are not prepared yet for the self-determination, and basically they put first time Trump on power, and on the first 4 years when Trump was president in the United States, they believe that they can control Trump and to create a good direction for humanity. But in reality, Trump was not able to move with the light and was going toward the dark, and he developed the Operation Warp Speed. Then after that, all the worldwide injection start to happen in the world. that it is basically the weapon against the humanity. And after that, the White Hats said that they will try again with Trump, and in the second term, Trump will be doing good for humanity. Trump was re-elected on November 2024. They promised a lot of change, like factories, a financial system, and also peace in the world and everything. But this never happened until now. And much more than that, their intent, it is to create just another pyramid system with political party, and they are keeping the same artificial law as the common law that it is developing in the United States. And they have a lot of influence also in Canada, also in Romania, in other corner of the world. So the freedom from the leaders from the freedom are respect somehow the unity because they want to unite on their area, and they are happy when they see an worldwide movement too, because this is very supporting to the international level. At the same time, they are not able to move yet on to respect the direction universal laws and basically to start to work for the self-determination. The moral right of the self-determination, it is the right that is missing from every constitution in every corner of the world, name as country today, because basically they do not want this right to be seen and to be known. Then the people will take the correct direction because the universal laws are the only law that are the real match with the humanity when the humanity ascend, and also it is the only one that does not allow the darkness to be part of the system again. So this is cleanup, humanitarian cleanup for all the world, this implementation. But basically, they are not able to participate on the direction, on the correct direction at this time. Part of them, they have their ego, part of them, they have their own interest, part of them, they have their own military plans that they believe on. And basically, it's coming also from a strong past as thousands of years when they respect the common law and they do not want to be involved with another law. They believe that they can change all the time a little bit from the law. Then this good change may be good for the humanity, but in reality, these good small changes, even that part of them, they are good. This happened in a very long time, and many people are dying every single day. So this is why I would like to mention the role of the Philippines in these divine times. It is extremely important because there, humanity is able probably to start GPMS, and it is the one that can show to the people the gathering, the unity, and also the correct direction. As divine-gpms.org, implementation of universal laws, and with the respect of the moral right of self-determination. Thank you so much, Lodi. Please translate.
Yes. Ang binanggit po ni Sister Beatrice sa atin ngayon ay ang mga nagaganap sa USA and sa Canada with Trump being their leader now. Alam po natin yung deep state na tinatawag. Ang deep state, yan sila ang may control ng sistema na umiiral sa buong mundo ngayon. And ang tinatawag, binabanggit po na white hats, yan naman po yung kabilang grupo na nagpapakita, nagsasuggest, nagsasabi na mga pagbabago sa sistemang umiiral, kagaya ng Nesara Gesara, kagaya nitong mga sinasabi at inilalabas na mga kautusan o deklarasyon ni Trump. Kung susuriin po, maganda. ang sinasabi. Dahil mga pagbabago na para sa humanity. Pero kung lalaliman po natin ang pagsusuri, ay yun pa din ang sistemang paiiralin pagdating ng tamang panahon na akala ng mga tao ay nagbabago nga, pero eventually lalabas at lilitaw po ang katotohanan na hindi pala ganap na pagbabago para sa kabutihan ng lahat ang sinasabi ng white hats. Ang mga artificial law or common law versus or pag ihahambing mo po siya sa universal law, ay hindi pa rin po ganap na kalayaan, kapayapaan, kasaganaan, at buhay na purong pagmamahalan ng sangkatauhan ang magaganap or ang sinasaad. Although meron silang binabanggit na mga slight na kaibahan sa umiiral na sistema under the beast system, under the deep state, hindi pa rin po yun ang ganap. Hindi pa rin po nakaayon sa divine plan na nakasaad naman sa GPMS. Yun po ang makikita kapag nilaliman natin ang pagsusuri sa sinasabi sa pamumuno ni Trump ngayon. Naririnig natin, nakikita natin, pero hindi po yun ganap na pagpapalaya or pagbibigay ng freedom, ng sovereignty, ng self-determination ng bawat tao, bawat individual. Kasi sa ilalim po ng universal law, tayo ay pantay-pantay. Walang separasyon. So, with GPMS po, binubuo natin ang isang universal nation. So, dadating tayo sa punto na mawawala ang boundaries ng bansa sa kapwa bansa. Kaya nga po merong sinasabi na free ang transportation, free ang travel, no need for visa, no need for passport. Magaganap po yun, mangyayari po yun. Ilan lamang po yun sa mga benefits. Kung susuriin nyo po ang nilalaman ng GPMS, nahandun po yun. Nakasaad po yun doon. Hindi po tayo nakafocus sa kaperahan lang. Hindi financial assistance lamang po ang sinasabi at nilalaman ng GPMS. Kundi buong sistema na papalit sa umiiral na sistema ngayon sa ilalim ng pamumuno ng darkness. Sabihin na po natin, direkta na tayo. Yun po yung ating ginagawa. So, sa experience po ng Pilipinas, nagawa natin na nabago natin ang administrasyon. Kung natatandaan nyo po sa history natin, sa isang mapayapang pamamaraan, nagkaroon tayo ng revolution, peaceful revolution, at napalitan natin ang administrasyon. So, same thing po, parehas din ang ginagawa natin ngayon with GPMS. Pag-consent, hindi mapayapa na pamamaraan. Pagbibigay lang po ng ating consent or pag-agree or pagsang-ayon na gusto na natin ng pagbabago, malawakang pagbabago worldwide. Yun po ang ginagawa, yun ang ginagampanan natin. Tayong mga Pilipino, o sige, nakikita natin na parang tayo lang yung masipag. Nararamdaman naman po ng ibang mga bansa kung ano ang nangyayari sa kanilang mga teritoryo. Bawat bansa po ay mayroong mga experience na iyon ang nagbibigay sa kanila ng eye-opener. Ibig sabihin po, sa tao kasi, kailangan pang maranasan yung sukdulan, yung sagad na pagkalugmok bago mabuksan ang kamalayan or kaisipan na hindi na nila kayang tagalan or bago nila masabi na enough is enough. So dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, tama, kahirapan, kakulangan sa pananalapi. At kitang-kita natin na hindi naman talaga kulang. Meron lang mga na idinadivert or kinukuha ang yaman, ang kabang yaman ng mga tao para sa sarili nilang kapakinabangan. Kitang-kita po natin yan sa corruption na naranasan natin at nakikita na we-witness, nangyayari pa rin po hanggang ngayon. So sa ibang bansa naman po, kahit sabihin na developed or hindi ganun kahirap ang estado ng pamumuhay ng mga tao, ng kanilang mga mamamayan, pero meron pong aspeto ng kanilang pamumuhay na nararanasan nila yung pagkaalipin or wala silang laya. Iba't ibang pamamaraan po ng pagsuppress, pagpigil ng kalayaan, ng soberenya ng bawat isa ang nararanasan sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. So yun po ay sabay-sabay na nangyayari, kaya sinasabi po natin na energetically dadating tayo sa punto ng virality na ang lahat makakaramdam ng pag-aalpas na gusto nating lumaya, ayaw na natin ito. Yun yung punto ng enough is enough para sa lahat. Dadating po yung punto na yon, dadating yung araw na yon. Sa ngayon po, tayong mga Pilipino, pinangungunahan natin yung pagdating ng araw na yon. Kaya huwag po tayong mahimagod, huwag tayong magsawa, huwag tayong tumigil. Pagpatuloy lamang natin ito kahit parang ang iba nagsasabi na ang tagal naman yan. Patuloy na naghihirap ang kabuhayan. Tama. Kasi kailangan nga pong maranasan yun para dumating tayo sa pagkamulat na tama na. Yun po yung dahilan kung bakit tayo dumaranas ng mga challenges, ng mga kahirapan. Kasi kung hindi natin yun nararanasan, complacent or panatag lang tayo sa nakakasurvive tayo parang araw-araw, hindi tayo hahanap ng solusyon. Hindi tayo mag-iisip na gusto natin ng pagbabago. Kasi panatag lang, kontento lang. Pero hindi po yun ang ating karapatan, hindi yun ang birthright ng children of God. Hindi tayo dapat makontento sa kung ano lang yung nandito sa kasalukuyan kasi ang totoo po, ginawa ang mundo para sa ating lahat, para mamuhay tayo ng masagana, malaya, at mapayapa. At iiral ang pagmamahalan that is under the universal law na do no harm. Yun po yung totoong nangyayari at iyon talaga ang purpose ng divine plan na ang GPMS po ay isa lamang doorway, vehicle, sasakyan, kagaya ng Noah's Ark, kung saan dinala, doon din po, yun ang parang eksena na pupuntahan ng humanity, ng isang katauhan, pag natapos. Hindi ko po sinasabi na pag napagtagumpayan, kasi sigurado na po yung tagumpay eh. Ang hinihintay na lang natin ay implementation, kung kailan yun. Na yun naman ay nakabatay sa kahandaan ng sangkatauhan. Yun lang po ang iniintay natin, kung kailan magiging handa, at yan po ay nakatakda naman in divine timing magaganap. Kailangan lang po natin na kumapit, magtiwala, trust and surrender sa divine prime source creator na may likha sa atin at sa lahat-lahat na nandito sa universe at sa kalawakan. Hindi po tayo lamang dito sa Earth ang being or ang nabubuhay. Marami pang ibang nilikha sa iba't ibang planeta, sa iba't ibang universes, galaxies. Hindi po tayo nag-iisa. So lahat po sila nakatutok, nakabantay, nag-guide sa atin at tinutulungan nila tayo na magtagumpay sa ating gampanin, sa ating nararanasan dito ngayon sa Earth. Yes, Sister Beatrice.
Yeah, so the weather right now, it is moved by the Mother, Father, God, Prime Creator, and it is moved from in this way since December 2024. And right now, for what is called as America, like Canada, United States, for example, it is about a winter storm. It is about a storm of the ice that is coming. And it is already happening in the United States too. And also in the East Canada, it started. And this is coming with huge snow, and that it's coming one time, and also ice storm. So everything that is kept on this way, it is kept for the attention, to awake the people, for the people to see that something happened, for them to understand that we have to move above the money. We need to unite and to help each other to cooperate in the good direction. And it is also about all the situation, because the people are not able to see basically the true sovereignty. So the true sovereignty is not about the pyramid system. When we follow papers like Constitution, and we have the right of self-determination recognized, that basically this is keeping the people do not be able to move inside of the system and to create what they want and what they need. It is all the time begging the government in this situation of disasters to give them something to survive. So the people needs to move above the survival, and they need to unite in the correct direction. This is the reason that we need a representative worldwide, but it is very hard to find a representative that they do not, basically they are not involved in the pyramid system with political parties, so they need to change their perspective. But at this time, we started to find also few leaders, for example, worldwide. They are leaders, part of the protest, and right now they started to see the right of the self-determination, and they are saying they believe that something on the right of the self-determination might be like the system, because the government are not in the full capacity to move in time with everything that it is needed for the people. So basically the people needs the power in order to unite and to get everything in order to survive. So this is also about the definition of the sovereignty. When we are equal, that it is recognized by universal laws. Nobody can be above another. This is the first paragraph of the decree GPMS that recognize the self-determination, and also the people need to start to see something. There is no freedom without universal laws. This is the truth, but they cannot see that yet, and we had not enough representative to share the word of GPMS, and to let others to understand that the people can do much more, that it's happening worldwide, then basically become a representative of GPMS. Then we start GPMS as soon as possible. Yes, Lodi.
Ang tinutukoy po ngayon ni Sister Beatrice, Marami po mga freedom fighters sa ibang bansa. Dito man sa atin, meron din. May ilang grupo na po ako na nakausap at nai-introduce ko na din po sa kanila ang GPMS. Nakipag-meeting na din po sila kay Brother Rick Jewers na ipaliwanag na rin po sa kanila ang tungkol sa GPMS na kailangan ng unity ng sangkatauhan. Lamang po, hindi pa nila ganap na mag-grasp or maunawaan kung ano ang pamamaraan na sinasabi ng GPMS kung papaanong magkakaroon ng ganap na kalayaan. Ang focus po ng ilang mga grupo ay labanan ang sistemang umiiral. Nakikita nila ang mga mali at inaayawan nila yon. Pero ang hindi po nila maunawaan, hindi nila nakikita na para matigil ang sistemang umiiral ay kailangan nating ayawan at lumabas, exit po tayo doon. Hindi para banggain, hindi para mag-rally, lumabas at ipagsigawan kung ano ang mga ayaw natin sa sistemang pinaiiral nila, kundi tahimik na lumabas. Nandito na po, nakalatag na po ang sistemang papalit, ang replacement system. Yan na nga po ang Global People's Monetary System. Yan na po ang replacement system. Kung may time lamang po kayo na mabasa ninyo ang nilalaman ng nasa website, mauunawaan po ninyo na kung ano man ang mga inaayawan, kung ano man ang mga umiiral sa sistemang nandito, yun na lamang kung inaayawan natin dito sa gobyerno, sa administrasyon, dito sa Pilipinas. Makikita nyo po lahat yon ay may katumbas na pagbabago. Tanging gagawin lamang po magkaisa ang mga tao ng pag-exit, pag-alis, hindi pagbangga, hindi paglaban. Hindi para lumabas, mag-rally, mag-aklas, hindi po ganun. Mapayapang paglabas. Paano? Mag-consent, magpatala, buong pamilya, ilista, ipasok, i-register sa website. Yun po ang tanging paraan para ma-unite, magkaisa. Pag naumpisahan po natin dito sa Pilipinas yan, may domino effect po yan na ang ibang bansang makakakita na nagawa natin dito yan. Gagaya rin po at buong mundo na ganun na din ang hakbangan na kanilang gagawin. Kaya nga po sinasabi ko kanina na merong mga kapamaraanan kung papaanong ang tao ay mamumulat, makikita na tama na. Enough is enough. Dito po sa atin sa Pilipinas, pananalapi ang nakikita natin. Kaya nung makita na, meron ganun, i-release 1 million, 1 million at kalahati. Monthly, 1 million. Kitang-kita agad na talagang magbabago ang pamumuhay. Pero bukod po doon, marami pa na nakapaloob sa sistemang umiiral ang mababago. Hindi na po sila ang masusunod. Mawawala po ang kanilang pamamahala at kontrol sa sangkatauhan. Papaano? Hindi po ngayon ang panahon para malaman natin yan kung papaanong iiral yon o kung papaanong gagawin yon. Ngayon pong panahon na to, ang kailangan lamang nating gawin ay magkaisa na iyon ay sang-ayunan. At pagdating ng panahon na ang majority ay sumang-ayon na doon, Doon po natin malalaman kung paano siya gagawin at mangyayari ng mabilis. Mabilis at madali. So, yun po ngayon ang ginagawa natin dito sa phase 1. Kailangan lang nating sang-ayunan, magkaisa para maganap mai-implement ang GPMS Divine Plan and Divine Law. Yes, Sister Beatrice.
Something very important, even that white hats, for example, moving on still on the pyramid system, they want to implement republics. On their new republics, the moral right of self-determination will be not there. So they do not allow the people to gather on this direction. So it's everything that it is hidden. This is the reason that we have to work more and more for GPMS in order to show the people that this right exists. But they want also to clean up the birth certificate. So the birth certificate on the actual system, it is something extremely unlawful. It is the parents are forced when the child is born to pass through this birth certificate that is basically part of the human trafficking, and where the government issue a lot of money, but the money are not given to the child, not to the parents. So basically, it is extremely unlawful, and this needs to be corrected with reclaiming the lawful jurisdiction of divine-gpms.org, because even, for example, even that White Hats right now wants to spread through the worldwide leaders for every country to become a republic. They will still keep the children inside of artificial system pyramid with artificial laws. So the correction is still not done on the correct way, because the only way to get out from the matrix, it is universal law, do no harm, and this is what we have to implement in order to be able to save our children and the humanity. Please let them know that. Thank you.
Yun po. Ang tinutukoy po ni Sister Beatrice ay ang ating mga birth certificate. Sa mga hindi po nakakaalam pa, ang gobyerno, ang republika ay isang korporasyon. At dahil siya ay isang korporasyon, tayo pong mga mamamayan, tayong citizens ng republikang ito. Ang birth certificate po natin, ang patunay na tayo ay pag-aari or nagmamay-ari ng korporasyon na yon. May katumbas na share, halaga ng pagkamay-ari natin doon sa korporasyon ng republika. At yun pong share na katumbas ng ating mga birth certificate, ang halaga po noon ay siyang ginagamit ng republika bilang korporasyon para mag-function. Sa kabuuan po kasi ng ekonomiya ng buong mundo, so bilang ang bawat bansa ay isang korporasyon, so ang buong mundo po ay sama-samang korporasyon na iba't iba. So alam natin na pag sinabing korporasyon, may negosyo. So tayo pong mga tao, ang negosyo nila. Para sa mas malalim pa pong kaalaman tungkol dyan, pero sa ngayon hindi po ito ang ating kailangang i-discuss. Siguro sa ibang pagkakataon, gusto lamang po na bigay ng insight or kaunting kaalaman, information ni Sister Beatrice para sa atin kung ano ang kalalagayan nating mga tao sa loob ng korporasyon na republika. po ay hindi lamang dito sa Pilipinas, kundi buong mundo po yan. Kasi ang Pilipinas, kumokopya lang tayo sa US, sa Western countries. Dahil sila po yung nangunguna dyan. So, kinokopya lang natin. Kagaya ng konstitusyon ng Pilipinas, kinopya lang po yan at ini-adapt sa atin dito sa Pilipinas. So, yun po, isa po yung birth certificate sa nakopya na yun. So, siguro yun na lang po muna yung masasabi ko, masishare ko tungkol sa binanggit ni Sister Beth. Yes, Sister Beth, please.
Yeah, so what I would like also to say about the Universal Nation, divine-gpms.org. This is the website where we collect the consents, and the consents are extremely important. The question was all the time why the poverty exists. And the correct answer, it is because we are not recognized as equal inside of the system. We are not, so basically, even that many governments today fail, and they try to be replaced with other politicians that will make another government, and they are saying it is for the people. In reality, this is not a true freedom, and they will never recognize the right of the self-determination. And when they do not recognize the right of the self-determination, they are not able to unite the people in the correct direction. Then even that the people will have a little bit more, because they will try to make more access for the food or for the housing or something like, the people are still kept in a way where they have no enough access to everything that they can have with GPMS. So basically, the true abundance is not happening with the pyramid system. It is happening only when the right of self-determination it is recognized. How this influence? We are shareholder with GPMS when we are equal. We are shareholders recognized over all the infrastructure of the earth. We have instant access to the resources, unlimited money for the project, for humanity and everything that we need, also for the planet. But with the pyramid system, this is not about to happen. So the people will be all the time kept with inside of budget, inside of restriction. So they are still restricted. Then when it is a restriction as border, where it is a restriction as money, or it is a restriction inside of the financial system that you cannot still pass, depending on what an artificial intelligence found, you cannot pass in another area or whatever. This kind of the restriction come against your rights and freedom. And this kind of the restriction basically come on the abundance that you cannot experience because of the system, the true abundance and freedom. Thank you so much.
Ayun. Ang tinutukoy po ni Sister Beatrice naman ngayon, tayo pong mga tao sa loob o sa ilalim ng sistemang umiiral ay nananatiling walang laya. Kung natatandaan natin na noong mga unang panahon po ay mayroong kategorya ng alipin. At noong mga panahon noon, alam natin ang alipin ay binibili. Ngayon sa panahon natin na to, hindi po naalis yun. Ganun pa rin po ang sistemang umiiral. Hindi lang halata. Tama na tayo ay may sariling mga bahay, tayo ay nagtatrabaho, pero pansinin po ninyo, mula pa lang sa mga bata, pagpasok sa eskwela, tinetrain sila papaano maging sunod-sunuran sa sistemang umiiral. At yung sistemang umiiral po, nakafocus sa papaano ang tao ay mabubuhay nang nakapailalim sa kanilang kontrol. Noon kasi, ang idea, pag sinabing alipin, limitado ang properties, ang pagmamay-ari. Kung pahihintulutan man na magkaroon ng mga tinatangkilik na pag-aaring kanila. Pero hindi po ganoon ang alam natin na ibig sabihin ng pag sinabing alipin eh. Ang alam natin, pag sinabing alipin, nakikitira ka sa iyong amo, sa iyong pinagsisilbihan, wala kang tinatangkilik na sariling iyo, bibigyan ka lamang niya ng pagkain, minsan, or sa iba, hindi pa, pagka sobrang talagang tratong hindi makatao, ay pagtatrabahuhin ka lang ng pagtatrabahuhin na hindi ka bibigyan ng pagkain. Eksenang nararanasan po yan ng ibang OFWs na kababayan natin sa ibang bansa. Tama? May kaibahan ba? Alipin. Ilagay natin ang senaryo dito sa ating bansa. Nagtatrabaho, empleyado, nakakabili ng mga bagay na gusto, nagkakaroon ng mga sasakyan, tirahan, kondo, alahas, o ano pa man, nakakabuo ng pamilya. Pero nandun pa rin sila sa ilalim ng kontrol ng kanilang mga employer. Paano? Ang oras, 24 hours, na pare-parehas tayong mayroon para sa mga empleyado, hindi po nila yan hawak sa sarili nilang pamamahala. Dahil kailangan nilang magtrabaho for a certain period of time, kailangan nilang maagang makarating sa opisina o kung saan man. Pag mayroong kailangan sa iyong pamilya, minsan nasasakripisyo dahil ang oras mo, bayad ka ng iyong employer, hindi mo pwedeng i-divert or pagtuunan or i-priority ang pangangailangan ng pamilya mo kasi mababawasan ang sweldo mo or kung anumang dahilan. So yun po, walang laya. Modern times alipin, slave. Sa iba't ibang pamamaraan, iba't ibang senaryo, di ko na po ilalawak pa or i-elaborate pa ng husto. Pero makukuha natin yung konsepto ng pagiging alipin ngayon sa panahon natin na to. Nananatili, umiiral. Idagdag pa natin dyan ang ating mga taxes. Part yan ng pagiging alipin mo. May employer ka, kumikita ka, sumusweldo ka, babawasan nila para sa tax. Bumili ka ng sasakyan, bumili ka ng bahay, lupa, may tax. Pag hindi mo nabayaran ng amilyar ng iyong bahay, ng iyong property, iilitin or babawiin sa'yo yan ng gobyerno, ng sistema. Ang sasakyan na iyong ginagamit sa pang-araw-araw mong pagtatrabaho, gagasolinahan mo, babayad ka sa toll, may tax. Okay, pusang loob kang nagbibigay ng tax, pero malalaman mo, mababalitaan mo, saan napupunta ang mga taxes ng tao na pinagkakatiwala sa mga ibinoto, iniupo sa posisyon para pamahalaan, para gawin nila yung kanilang mga ipinangako sa mamamayan, kaya sila pinagkatiwalaan sa posisyon. Pag nilaliman pa po natin ang ating obserbasyon sa nagaganap, Dito na lang po sa atin sa Pilipinas. Pero kung ilalawak nyo po yan, hindi sa Pilipinas lang yan nangyayari. At lahat po ng mga pangyayari na yon may sukdulan. May limitasyon po ang tao. Kung hanggang saan nila yon kayang palampasin. Sa ngayong panahon po na to, marami na ang namumulat, marami na ang nakakaunawa, at marami nang umaayaw, marami nang nagsasabi ng enough is enough. Yun po ang iniintay natin. Virality point. Na ang tao, maamulat ang kamalayan, magsabi sabay-sabay, enough is enough. Kailangan na natin ng replacement system sa umiiral na beast system. Yun po tayo ngayon sa GPMS. Nangunguna tayo, yes, pagpatuloy natin yan. Kasi mulat na tayo. Kailangan lang na hantayin natin, antabayanan natin na ang iba ay mamulat din. Na nangyayari naman po. Energetically, yun yung ulit-ulit nating sinasabi, energetically nararamdaman yan. Kaya mangyayari po, tiniyak na mangyayari. At dahil nga, iyan po ay nakatakda. Nakaprofesiya na yan, libo-libong taon ang nakaraan, na yan ay magaganap mangyayari. And this lifetime, tayo po ang mga co-creators, tayo po ang mga tumutulong para yan ay maganap, mangyari, ma-implement ASAP, as soon as possible. Salamat po. Yes, Sister Beatrice.
Rick, we send a message from the Father God to all mothers on earth that the unvaccinated mother should give the birth at home because the hospital are the problem today. And also, basically is do not eat meat and birds and during the pregnancy. This is also very important because the meat, it's not what we need to consume as humans, and it is not doing any good for the ascension. And we need our crystalline generation, the children, crystalline generation to be healthy from the beginning and do not have the placenta cut by scissors in the hospital immediately. Then the people may have all the maybe basically arrive on Earth with everything that they need, and they need a little bit more time after they are outside from the mother womb, and the placenta has to not be cut immediately, as exactly what is happening by the procedure in the hospitals. So two things are very, very important. It is about the meat, and it is about to get out from this path that do not allow our crystalline generation to evolve from the beginning. So trying to do good from the beginning and not to recuperate after that. So basically it is a huge, do not hurt the crystalline generation, because the crystalline generation, it is the one that will come on the way also of do no harm and self-determination.
Ayun. Meron pong mensahe tungkol sa ating o para sa ating mga nagbubuntis, mga ina na nagdadalang tao na sa kanilang pagbubuntis, iwasan hanggat maaari, iwasan po ang pagkain ng karne, ng meat, maging hayop yan, ibon, or anuman na nakasanayang kainin. Sa DNA po ng mga hayop na ating kinakain, nakukuha din natin yung mga negative energies. Simplihan na lang po natin. ganito po, di po ba pag meron tayong nilason or namatay na daga sa lason, ang alam natin, iwasan yan na makain ng alagang manok, pusa, aso, or ano pa man dahil ikamamatay din yon noong makakakain, nung nilason. So, ganun din po pagdating sa hayop dahil ang mga hayop po ay hindi nakadesign na pagkain ng tao mula pa. Ang sinasabi po sa Genesis chapter 1 verse 29, I think, kung di po ako nagkakamali, ay binigay ang halaman, mga punong kahoy na munga at nagbibinhi bilang pagkain ng tao. Gayon din ng mga hayop. Yun din po ang pagkain ng hayop. At ang mga hayop ay ibinigay upang pamahalaan ng tao, hindi para kainin. Sa mga familiar po, pwede nyo po yan mabasa. So, pinapatunayan din po yan ng nararanasan o nangyayari sa ating katawan, physical. Kasabihan nga po na ang sanggol, kapag hindi sa ina sumuso ng gatas or hindi siya breastfed, formula milk, alam natin sa baka, nanggagaling cows. So, meron pong kasabihan na asal hayop kasi hindi sa tunay na ina nanggaling ang kaniyang sinuso. Meron ganon. Kung sino man po yung familiar na nakarinig niyan sa ating matatanda, totoo po yon. Same thing po. Kung ano ang rason kung bakit ang hayop ay pinaiiwasan na kainin ng nagbubuntis. Yun din po yun, dumadaloy. Makakarating sa kanyang supling, sa kanyang ipapanganak. Sa henerasyon po natin ngayon, ang mga supling, ang mga bata na lumalabas, sila po yung tinutukoy na indigo children or crystalline children. Ang kanilang DNA po, ang kanilang godlike code ay active na kaysa sa ating mga naunang henerasyon. Mayroon po kasing tinutukoy na junk DNA na ngayong panahon na to, kasalukuyang nararanasan nating mga tao yung physical na pagbabago from carbon-based human vessel to crystalline-based human vessel. Yun pong mga supling na iniluluwal na dumarating sa henerasyon natin ngayon, sila po ay may mga active na DNA strands. Mas advanced na po yung kanilang kaalaman spiritually. Yun po yung tinutukoy nun. So, tayo naman po sa henerasyon natin ngayon, itong mga nararanasan natin na akala or sinasabi or sa experience natin ay yan yung trangkaso, lagnat, sipon, hika, o kung anuman allergy, anuman siya. Yan po ay ilan lamang sa ascension symptoms na sinasabi sa pagbabago ng ating lupang katawan from carbon-based, yan po yung nagkakasakit, namamatay, to crystalline-based na walang pagkasira, hindi na mamamatay or forever young. Dahil ina-activate na po ngayon ang ating 12 strands DNA. So, yun pong future generations sa pag-iingat ng mga ina na sa kasalukuyan ay nagbubuntis, una sa kanilang pagkain, and then sa time ng kanilang pagluluwal. Ang placenta or inuna na hindi po tamang pinuputol agad-agad paglabas ng baby. Dahil ang blood supply na nasa loob ng placenta, patuloy po iyang lumilipat doon sa baby habang nakakonekta po yung pusod. Kaya hindi po yan dapat pinuputol. Kusa iyang maaalis, matutuyo, matatanggal. Until such time, yun po ang hudyat na okay na, kompleto na, nailipat na, matibay, malakas ang immune system ng sanggol, nailipat sa kanya. Pero sa nangyayari po kasi sa kasalukuyan, minutes, pinutol, inject vitamin K, inject kung ano-ano. Noong time po na tayo yung mga isinisilang, ilan lamang yung immunization. Pero sa ngayon po, kotakot-takot na, ang dami na. Mula pa lang sa paglabas niya. Tapos weekly, monthly, yearly visit sa pedia. Ang dami pong isinasaksak sa kanila. Bakit? Hinahadlangan po kasi ayaw ng may control sa sistemang umiiral na beast system na ang mga henerasyon ng crystalline children ay lumitaw, mabuhay dito sa mundo, sa new heaven on earth. Yan po ang isang malinaw, maliwanag na nangyayari sa iilan po na nakakaalam na ng mga informasyon nito. Laliman nyo pa po or kahit hindi nyo po kasi yan i-research, may mga pagkakataon, kagaya po sa experience ko, maraming pagkakataon kusa siyang lumilitaw sa cellphone, Facebook, YouTube, mga vlogs, reels, video, kusa pong lumilitaw. Kaya po ako nakakatanggap na download yung mga kaalaman na yan. Because 3 years ago, wala po akong alam diyan. Ako po ay gumraduate ng nurse, naging CPA din po ako. So meron akong konting background sa umiiral na sistema. Kaya po nung dumadating na itong mga ganitong impormasyon na kumokontra at nagsasabi na mali ang mga narrative at ang mga itinuro ng education system, tanggap ko po agad. Parang merong bulb, merong ilaw na sumisindi sa isip ko na, ganun pala, kaya pala. So, hindi po ako natatangi. Mayroon pa rin kayo, mararanasan nyo rin po yun. Sinasabi ko na ito. Mararanasan nyo rin po yun because we are all light beings, we are spirit beings having human experience. Dadating po yung remembrance, yung pag-alaala sa kung ano ang tunay na tao, tunay na tayo bilang nakikipamuhay dito sa mundo. Meron pong mga light workers, light beings na may misyon dito. Maaari o i-claim na po natin na kayo na nakikinig ngayon, kasama namin dito, at maging mga makikinig pa po sa mga susunod na araw kapag nai-upload ito, ariin or i-claim na po natin na isa kayo, kabilang kayo sa mga tinutukoy natin na may misyon dito sa Earth. Salamat po. Yes, Sister Beatrice.
We had a meeting on last Friday with Rick in Romania, GPMS meeting Romania, and because I had also there some problem regarding the land division, because some people are saying it is my land, other people from another country are saying no, it is my land, so the fight start. Then the people are concentrated all the time on the fight, and they are kept on this frequency of the fight, and they are not able to see around that they can change the system with implementation of universal laws. I would like also to share, because right now we have also songs inside of GPMS. Some of them, they are made by the team of the United Kingdom, by Maxime, by Dan. They are working more on TikTok, but also by myself. I started to bring up songs for GPMS. Because we do not have the real songs on the industry of the music with the real content for all the people to hear about. And what I said there also, it is because also the war, it is kept on this way with the land division and everything. We have all the time Russia in the East Europe that try to bite a little bit from the land of other countries, saying this is my land, this is my land, and they become like the first area in the world recognized, and this is not correct. There are only 100 million of people. So right now, because we have with us Aziz, he is also Guardian GPMS from India. Just to remember to everyone to see the surface of the India on picture, and to see what means to overall planetary area. And to remember to all the people that the people from India, they are kept inside of few borders. They cannot share the resources of the earth. And there are 1.5 billion people from 8.2 in the world. So 1.5 billion of the people, they share very few resources of the earth and everything. So this is another way to understand why the poverty is happening on the earth, because the people have no access to the resources, and they have no access to have their rights recognized. So it is about to have the access to the moral right of self-determination. I enforce the right of the self-determination. And also, I would like to share with everyone what basically Rick is saying also about the land. But when I share in a Romania meeting, Rick said, yes, but it is much deeper than the land division. It is about a negative energy spread around this situation. So it is a deep negative energy when we are keeping borders, and we know that the borders mean control. So I will share a little bit the work that started, because this is a work in progress. Yeah, so probably right now we can see, so this just started, final day of judgment. Position yourself and everything. It's about our decree. It is about creating the heaven on earth. We have the divine choice, GPMS.org. And this is part of the land division where we need the correction with universal laws. This is another situation that it is not seen in no constitution worldwide. I'll let a little bit for a couple of minutes just to arrive to what Rick is saying.
Yeah. Oh. The sky, where the rivers run, we're all travelers here.
Okay, so it is about this text that I will read what is happening there. For the entire earth, there is no valid original purchase agreement of land, nor is there any valid original approved claim of ownership of land. It is misleading, which is fraudulent, which is unlawful when anyone says that they own land, especially government of nation. Where there is no valid ownership of land worldwide, there can be no land taxes or associated fees lawfully paid to anyone, including governments. It is speculation and conjecture, which is not fact. It is a preconceived notion which does not contain merit. When a country says it owns the land, there cannot be any substantiated verified borders in a true court of law. So it is about the universal laws court. It's not about the actual court. Superficial man-made laws cannot contest absolute divine law. So when you see any fight worldwide over land, they are fighting over something they do not own. The earth is meant to be shared by all, hence no original purchase agreement. Love and right, Rick, yours. So this is extremely important because we have a lot of problem on this way. And as we may see today, the people from India, they have no access to the resources worldwide, and they cannot be recognized as shareholders, none of us here, of all the infrastructure on the world, because the borders are kept, and basically we have the governments that they claim that they own the land. And this is absolutely not true. And any kind of the constitution that is coming forward when another republic come and the artificial law are kept, it is basically coming on the direction to have recognized areas like countries, or then basically we have the borders, then the border mean control. So please let them know, because we have also Aziz India here, and this is part of the poverty worldwide.
Yun. Ang tinutukoy po at pinakita ni Sister Beatrice ay ang mensahe ni Brother Rick Jowers tungkol sa boundaries ng bansa. Ang kabuuan po ng Earth ay walang nagmamay-ari. Walang gobyerno, walang tao na mayroong valid na claim ng pagmamay-ari sa lupa. Dahil nga po, ang Earth ay nilikha para sa lahat. And all of us as children of God ay equal ang birthright. Pantay-pantay. So, paano nangyari na mayroong mga titulo at mayroong mga boundaries, may Pilipinas, may Japan, may India, may China, may Taiwan, etc. Dahil nga po sa umiiral na sistema na ginawa, nasa ilalim ng control ng iilan. Sila po yun. Kung nadinig nyo na yung binabanggit ang 13 families, sila yun. Ang history po kasi na binanggit at nalalaman natin sa ngayon ay mas marami pa pong million of years ago na naganap. Yung ikinukwento lamang po sa atin ay eto na lang huli. Hindi nga po binanggit yung sibilisasyon bago itong atin. At wala naman din po talagang binanggit na mga previous civilization. So yan po yung mga ilan sa mga kaalaman na itinago sa sangkatauhan. So ito po ngayon na binabanggit, no one validly owns a piece of land. Walang nagmamay-ari. Kundi iyan po ay para i-share sa lahat, sa bawat isa. Bilang tayo ay sovereign individuals, lahat po may karapatan. Nilikha lamang ng sistemang umiiral ang mga boundary, ang mga titulo, ang mga bansa. Nag-cause ng separation, gumawa ng mga batas. Ang mga batas na yan, para lamang po mai-establish lalo ang kapangyarihan ng iilan na mayayaman over sa mas nakararami na mahihirap. Yun po yung purpose nila. And with GPMS Divine Plan, lahat po yan mawawala, maaalis. Kapalit ang universal law. Yun na lamang po ang iiral, magiging universal nation, ang buong mundo, lahat ng tao, united, mamumuhay ng mapayapa, malaya, masagana, nagmamahalan sa isa't isa. Yun po yung sinasaad ng divine plan ng GPMS. Yes, Sister Beatrice.
So basically, the immigration does not exist. Borders mean control. We do not have immigration, and it is the peace system that divided all the children from their parents in Philippines and worldwide. We have the Nia case with the issue of notice. We arrive already on 62, so Rick is working all the time. So what we need to understand it is that we have to create stronger and stronger the jurisdiction of GPMS, that it's recognizing all our rights, unite family, and is creating peace, abundance, and everything that we need.
Yes, yan na nga po ang tinutukoy dahil sa separation ng mga bansa, gobyerno, sistema, maging ang pinaka-basic unit ng family nasisira. Ginagawa nila talaga lahat ng paraan na mawala ang unity, magkaroon ng separation, ultimo sa pinaka-basic unit, yung pamilya. Nagawa nila yan na maiwan ang mga anak, pumunta sa malalayo, lalo na tayo, ang ating mga OFW, yan po ang karaniwang senaryo para sa survival ng pamilya. Natitiis na magkahiwa-hiwalay. Sa ibang Western countries po kasi, sanggol pa lamang nakahiwalay na sa tulugan. Ganon sa kanila. So yung attachment ng ina sa anak, baby pa lang, nagawa na nila yon na i-separate. Dito sa atin, medyo closely knit tayo, pero nagawa pa rin nila dahil nga sa kahirapan. So, kung i-connect po natin yan sa binanggit kanina na ang mga buntis na ina sa henerasyon ngayon ay lumalabas ang marami sa crystalline children. Dati na pong meron. Who knows if isa sa atin or tayong lahat dito ngayon na magkakasama sa meeting room ay ganun din ang kategorya. Pero nagdadaan tayo sa transition. So, ang punto po na sinasabi ko ngayon is ang newborn screening na ginagawa sa mga babies natin is hindi totoong para sa sakit na namamana. No. Sine-check po nila sa DNA, sa dugo, bloodline, kung ang baby inilabas ay crystalline child. Kasi nga po, ang mga light workers, mga light beings, ang future generation na nakaakma para sa fifth dimension Earth ay isinisilang na unti-unti at padami ng padami. So yun po yung hinahadlangan. Kasi once na ang humanity po ay namulat na alala, remembrance kung ano tayo talaga, mawawala po ang power ng darkness sa light beings. Yun po yung totoo nun. At pag nawala ang kanilang kapangyarihan sa light beings, wala na pong kasamaan dito sa Earth. Ayaw nila iwanan ang Earth. Ayaw nila na mag-flourish, managana ang tunay na children of light, children of God. Yun po yung battle, spiritual battle na nangyayari. And GPMS is a way. Dahil nagtagumpay na po, the light has won. Hindi lang kasi alam ng lahat. Kaya po, inilatag ang GPMS para madala ang sangkatauhan doon sa tamang lugar. Sa frequency energy level ng new heaven on earth na hindi na po makasusunod o hindi na pwede ang darkness, ang evil doings na nararanasan natin ngayon dito. Wala na po yun pagdating natin sa fifth dimension. Salamat po. Yes, Sister Beatrice.
Yeah, so it's already past of 1 hour. I know that the meeting in Philippines started to 9:10 p.m. So I don't want to keep the people in the night if they have question.
Yes po. Kung sino po may katanungan, pwede po magtanong.
We have already more than 1 hour.
Sister Eva, may gusto ka pong linawin, itanong? O any comments po? Nandyan ka pa po ba?
So, Sister Lodi, we passed already a little bit on the fact that Philippines is extremely important for humanity in these divine times. There we were able to start with consensus in the right direction, not only to unite, but also to respect the right direction. And this needs to continue. This support GPMS worldwide. And we are making worldwide our efforts to gather representative on the good direction. The people for the freedom are still not yet awake, or they cannot see universal laws, how this correct everything, how this does not let the darkness. This is new. The right of the self-determination was not really known. Inside of the political, it was known as participative democracy, but it was still inside of the system. It was still inside of artificial laws and everything apply. Then the people also, they are still not on the fifth dimension, and they still fear of something that it is new, even that is good or something like, they still fear because they cannot see everything inside of the system. How can be, there are a lot of questions, and they take their time in order to see more and more. Yeah, other people, they have no time. So they have so many problems in the actual system, and they absolutely have no time to see everything that GPMS is doing. So this is the reason that we have not consent yet, but GPMS has presence in probably more than 136 countries. We see the area today. And the people there, they are making in many areas, they are making their effort to develop GPMS and basically to come with more leaders. So this can pop up anytime. GPMS, it is already shared and will be shared more and more until we are able to succeed and become viral and start.
Yes. So yun po, patuloy nating i-share ang GPMS dahil kahit hindi natin nakikita na aktibo ang ilang mga bansa na nahandoon sa website, pero meron na pong nag-uumpisa. Nung makita ko po ito, nasa 350. That's way back 2021. So, ang mga guardians po, representative ng GPMS ay hindi appointed, kundi volunteers. So, nakakaramdam or nakakarinig, sabihin natin yung calling para sa mission. Yun po eh. So, hindi tayo mag-a-appoint, hindi ako para mag-utos, kundi nagsasuggest, nagbibigay ng opinion, kung may magtanong, magtumawag, mag-comment, binibigay ko po yung aking kaalaman. Nakikipag-usap po ako sa abot ng aking kakayahan na ma-share, maitawid kung ano yung aking nalalaman. And somehow, sa iilan po na nakausap ko na, naging maganda naman po yung pag-uusap at nakakakuha sila ng informasyon, idea kung ano yung nangyayari sa kasalukuyan. So, ang point ko po na gustong ipakita or sabihin is, pakiramdaman niyo po yung sarili niyo. Feel it in your heart kung isa po kayo sa mayroong divine mission. Kasi bago po tayo bumaba dito sa Earth, bago tayo nag-incarnate, meron tayong soul contract na tinatawag. Meron na tayong nakatakdang gampanin dito. So, maybe, tinatawag na po kayo, hindi nyo lang napapansin. So, listen to your heart, intuition, gut feeling, kung ano man ang gusto nyong itawag or boses na naririnig or panaginip na nagpapakita ng mga mensahe, senyales na pakinggan nyo po. Tingnan nyo po. Suriin, alamin. Magtanong kung kanino nyo feel nais na makarinig ng opinion or kung ano man. Kasi lahat po tayo may guide. Lahat tayo may anghel de la guardia. Kung ano man yan, spirit guides, kung ano man ang gusto nyo itawag dyan, o universe na nakabantay, nakaalalay, present po yan. Hindi lang tayo ganun ka-sensitive pa para sila ay mapansin. Pero through meditation, deep breathing, or communication with nature, yan po yung mga paraan para connect or makinig. Listen to your heart. Padating po tayo sa panahon na ang nilalaman ng puso natin ang siyang pinaka-prime source ng ating consciousness. So, yun po. Pagpatuloy lamang natin ito. Malapit na po tayo, malapit na. Hindi naman sabing ang exact date at oras or araw, pero malapit na po at tiyak na dadating mangyayari. Salamat po. Yes, sister.
So if there are no question for the actual meeting, then we summarize, we had the summary right now for what happened in the last 3 weeks. So if there are no questions, then we have already more than 1 hour. Yeah, Aziz from India, I know that he wants all the time to speak, but at the same time, it is the language barrier there as English.
Brother Ted, baka po meron kang gustong sabihin.
Wala naman po.
Any concerns po or comments?
Wala na rin. At nang na lang po siya muna.
Sige po. Thank you for joining. And Huawei Y6P, nandyan ka pa po ba? Hindi po kasi pangalan yung nakalagay eh. Huawei Y6P. Baka po meron kayong tanong.
Okay, then if there are no questions, we will end the meeting for this month. Thank you so much for everyone that participated. This is very important to keep GPMS to move forward. Thank you so much for everyone in Philippines that it's working on the back because they are not coming like in the front speakers for all the concerns that happen every month. And we need to continue and will be a presence, monthly presence until more worldwide people may come. Then probably we may start every 2 weeks or depending on how the people gather and the consents are coming.
Yes, maraming salamat po sa mga sumuporta at patuloy na sumusuporta at nagkokolekta ng mga pangalan. Alam niyo po kung sino kayo. Salamat po. Tuloy-tuloy lang po ng pagsisend para ma-assist ko po kayo sa pagre-register. Kanina lang po ay nakapag-register si sister niya. Nagpasa po ako sa kanya ng mahigit 2,000 na pangalan. So, nakandon na po yon, mostly from Palawan. And sa lahat po ng nagbe-message. Thank you so much po sa suporta and your love for humanity at sa GPMS. Good night po at salamat.
Yes, thank you so much to everyone, and see you soon. As soon as possible, we have a weekly meeting, but I know that this is coming in the night for you. But anyway, if at the time you still want to participate, so the meetings are open, and also we come on a monthly meeting on March. So see you soon, and thank you so much for coming and participating on the meeting today. Thank you so much.
Thank you po. Bye-bye po.
Bye.
Bye-bye.